And now in the interview segment, we shall be taking a look at innovation in security, where we're joined by Peter Ngare, who is an IT expert. Well, welcome, Mr. Ngare.
Thank you so much.
Yes, maybe to kick us off, help us understand more about the sector. Maybe you tell us what are some of the security challenges that are witnessed in your sector.
My name is Peter, as you have heard. I'm a technical IT expert and a director in Secure Digital Limited. We also have a product called Secure Magazine that talks about security information in the country and beyond. The challenges that we are facing in security at large is the essence of, for example, the issues like COVID issues that have come along, and we have seen things which have brought in terms of technology to bring out to see how well we can curb the issue of this issue of COVID-19 as an example. The other challenge is technology keep on changing here and there, and you find as a human being it has been difficult to embrace the trending changes of technology. So we as an expert, we are pushing and seeing how people may be able to embrace this technology. Thank you.
Maybe to help us understand more how you're pushing people to understand these challenges, also how to deal with them, maybe how is your firm, or maybe how are private security service providers like yourself responding or helping organizations or businesses cope with these challenges?
Thank you so much. For us, we have partnered with international companies who have been very instrumental in the issue of building the capacity to be able to give us products which are efficient and which are very workable in terms of the challenges that we are facing in terms of security. And we have a line that we work with very closely. It's called Hikvision. Hikvision is a world-leading security surveillance solution company, and it has been very instrumental in providing trading products which are very efficient in terms of giving solution of challenges that we are facing. For example, like the one I have mentioned of COVID, they have come up with the products we call thermal screening products, and they go all the way from walk-through metal detectors which have thermal, they can give you temperature. We have devices that are access control, and they can give you temperature, and they also give you, we have the cameras themselves that has the essence of giving you the temperature screening ability, and you're able to have data, and you can be able to go beyond. And we have things we call deep in mind that can give you to give analysis of the artificial intelligence technology. So with this, we are able to move forward. And to answer your question of the second part, what are we doing? We are doing, number one, to educate the public, especially those who do the integration. We do provide training. Like today, we have several companies that we have gathered them in one platform that we do training and on how to use the equipment and how to sell the equipment. So on a weekly basis, we have a day that we have set aside that we do training, and we partner with the manufacturers to be able to train and give information on how to use the equipment. Thank you.
Like you mentioned earlier on, most companies have also shown willingness to reorganize their security by integrating advanced technology. You've mentioned thermal screening products. At the same time, you've mentioned adoption of AI technology, among others. Maybe this is to enhance accuracy, privacy, among other issues. How has the adoption of advanced technology, such as the use of access controls, fingerprints, and face recognition, help shape the face of security in the country?
Thank you so much. Because of the challenges that we have faced, and years back it was difficult to embrace, but because of the challenges that we have faced, that is threat, terror, issues of theft, issues of like COVID. It has so it has forced us to embrace these issues of getting the equipment in place. Right now, it's not like years back, whereby you would build a house and don't do CCTV. You finish your office and don't do access control. It has become a necessity that when you finish doing all that, it is paramount and very important that to make sure that you are put in place security doors to enable you to deter and reduce the essence of threats that may come our way. So it has become easy and very important that people are embracing, and they are seeing it, the need to make sure that they get this equipment for their premise, for their offices, and even for the government. You see everywhere the government they have insisted there must be something in regard to security.
In terms of innovation, maybe help us understand how innovation comes in when it comes to security.
In terms of innovation, number one, we need to understand that people who develop products, they are also in business. They are also doing what we call strategic planning. They are also an organization that needs to grow and become relevant in the market. So with that knowledge, we're able to see people thinking beyond the norm, people going beyond what they can be able to see. So they're able to move fast, and they're able to think beyond what we have now, and they can be able to see the future, what it holds. And then they are aggressive, and because they are in the competition world, they're able to see how they can be at the top as they provide solution to give to the market that are irrelevant, and they are able to assist in terms of security. So in terms of bringing innovation, it is a concept that is there, and it's embraced by the manufacturers, so as they may be able to see how they can reduce and deter threats that come along the way. In different regions, we have different solutions that are provided. You find in Europe, there are those products that are given for Europe. We have Africa, we have those products that are specifically provided for Africa. Let me give an example. Like COVID-19, nobody knew that a technology in regard to security, like cameras, would be able to be produced to give temperature screening and ability to see the behavior of the nature of your body. But right now, because of the issue that came along, that we are able to see people thinking beyond that, and they are able to produce the products that can be able to give the solution in that angle. Thank you.
Well, moving on, maybe cyber attacks are rampant worldwide. How can consumers be assured that there is data security, how their data is safeguarded? Maybe help us understand more of this.
In regard to data security, we have equipment which are much advanced, and we as IT expert, what we do, we create an avenue that we put things we call firewalls, that and you can do multiple firewalls, whereby you are able to, when one aspect of cracking that first firewall is noticed, it's able to lock, and also it is able to alert the individual who have built that firewall. The other thing is, when we have security in cyber security, people must be strictly in terms of numerous people. You must put the trusted minimum people, so as they may be able to have a follow-up, and you know that this person is the one that I am able to question, to ask. The other thing is put security measures in terms of accessibility, where you have put your servers, you're able to put things that are able to prevent and control accessibility to us, to those equipment that are there. And then you put measures that are able to give what we call backup solutions. So as when it is accessed, you're able to have a solution to get back to, and it cannot provide any risk towards the market.
Maybe help us understand how companies can plan to invest in security solutions so as to show up revenues come next year.
Thank you. Number one is in terms of budgeting is the issue of inviting an expert, inviting people who understand about the equipment in security, to have an audit of your premise, to have an audit of your organization, see the growth. Let the person understand your strategic plan for the next 5 years, your strategic plan for the next 3 years, and then you can be able to be given analysis in regard to what you require in terms of security. Then you put in place and you prioritize. You prioritize and see, what do I require to start with? What do I need in terms of my current state? Then you do in phases, because sometimes security and budget, you find there is a constraint in terms of those two. So you're able to prioritize and know that this is what I need for this year. Then I can do in phases. I require alarm system as first priority. I require CCTV, which I will do in 10 phases. I do phase 1 in the crucial areas. I do phase 8. I do phase 20 in different months, in different years, so as then you can be able to grow and have efficiency. People, many organizations, they rush and do something that is substandard. After 2 years, they phase it out. After 3 years, they phase it out. Then it becomes a loss, and they keep on mark timing round and round. So for us, as an organization, it's very good to strategize, plan, and have a consultant who can advise you, produce something small which is manageable, and you can be able to see your security and growth. So as even when it becomes new technology, you're able to embrace that new technology with the existing system.
Yeah, maybe in your final remarks also help us understand what measures are you putting in place in your post-COVID recovery plans? In our plans is we are bringing out new products that will able to give us more results and more emphasis in how to prevent and how to protect, and how also to be able to get more analysis. And on Saturday we are having an international end-of-year summit for Hikvision with our partners within Kenya, and we'll be able to be speaking in regard to the technology that we expect in the next 5 years. We'll also be speaking about the innovation that have been there, and the benefit and the issues of our products. You find like people think about CCTV and they think CCTV is just a camera to view movement. But you find no, you have one camera that can give you more results that are always underutilized. So with this summit, you're able to give more knowledge in terms of technology. You're able to give knowledge in terms of the future, and you're also able to give awards for our customers, which we have been working with. Thank you very much. Well, that was Peter Ngare, who is an IT security expert. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us this afternoon. That was an informative conversation. Now we move